A lot's happened in New York hockey over the past 20 years. The Islanders rose to power and won 4 Stanley Cups, and the Rangers snapped their 54-year drought last spring. Through it all, one guy in particular has enjoyed a front row seat to it all.
The first game was actually in 1974, New York Rangers, and I don't remember the specific game, but I remember I was working for the Hockey News, or I was credentialed by the Hockey News. After sending them my first photos, they said, okay, well, we'll give you $3 a picture, is that good? And I said, sure, that sounds fine to me. And they arranged for the photo pass, and I went into Madison Square Garden and brought in my little dinky camera bag and sat down with all the other photographers who ignored me, and that's pretty much how it went for the first year or so. I was on my own. I was on my own to learn and practice, and went from there, really. No, you put it that way, it is kind of cool. You know, the files here, I think we estimated we have 3 million photos, or approaching 3 million photos in file. And it's very rare that we sit down and say, hey, you know what we did? We were there when Potvin did this, or Bobby Orr played for Chicago, those few games that he played, or strange situations like that. It was really only that we hit our 20th year that we sat down and we said, okay, well, let's make a list. Let's, you know, what do we have in file? And maybe because I've hit 40, maybe I'm getting a little senile, but I could only remember like 3 or 4 things. Maybe I've been hit with a puck too many times, I'm not sure. But it was really the researchers who work here, and they're really the backbone of our operation. Being team photographer for the Rangers and the Islanders isn't there's a lot of internal conflict here, you know. You sit there and usually they're great games, and as I've been trained through the years not to cheer for one team or the other, I think what I look for in those games is a good, clean game and for no one to get hurt. It's hard to think that half my life I've spent in a hockey arena. You know, and actually what I was thinking of, I'm not sure if it's 20 years or if it's really 10 years, because for those 20 years I've only seen games out of this eye. So I don't know if that's really 20 years or if that's really 10.